Hi guys, and welcome to part 4. I will be heading off to Friesland, and yeah, pretty much going with the flow. So I've got full stats. My items are pretty good at the moment, and I think I may make a trip to the Grey Lord's mansion. I won't enter it because I can't, but just outside of it there's a Barkamon there. I might as well get him to join the city before I forget about him, because only certain Digimon can enter Grey Lord's mansion, and at the same time only certain Digimon can enter the Ice Sanctuary. I have a feeling Agumon might be one of the Digimon who can enter the Ice Sanctuary, but the problem is that there's a mandatory battle where you go up against, I think, 2 Ice Agumons and Ice Gostomon, and as things stand, I would get thrashed. Yeah, there's a random Barkamon. He asks you 3 questions and you have to say yes, yes, no. For all you know, he could be asking you any 3 questions and you're just randomly saying yes. Yes. Again. Yes. No, I guess. See, we have no idea what we've just responded to. But he joined the city, so I guess he was relatively happy with us. Then when you go down here, make sure you run to the left. It avoids a battle. There are a number of places where, when you enter a place, you may get into a battle if you stand still, and you have to run at a certain angle in order to avoid a battle. And some random battles are just so pointless. Ah, good time in Agumon. Yes, here is the most frustrating bit of the game, or at least for me, here, trying to get 3,000 something, 3,100 I think. He just says that he wants us to work for him, to try and make profit and stuff. No, I do not want to work for you right now, but I'll come back. I remember when I was a kid, there was somebody I know that played the game who used to think that if they sold an item for, say, 500 bits, they'd make a profit of 500 bits. And, you know, all they had to do was sell 3,100 in order to reach 3,100. But then as they got older, they realised they were confusing revenue with profit. You know, if you sell something for 500, that's not 500 profit, that's 500 revenue. The profit's only like 200 or something. What is strange though is there seem to be some fire Digimon who don't seem to work for this. I know I've tried. I know I've brought a Centauramon here before, and I've made him sick, but Frigimon just wouldn't show up. I know it's worked with Tyrannomon, I know it's worked with Agumon, but for some reason it hasn't worked with Centauramon, so it's like it only works with some fire Digimon. But let's make him sick. And already it's happened. That's how easy it is if you do it the cheap way. But Frigimon doesn't join the city immediately. He just saves you, and then you have to return with a non-fire Digimon, and then he'll join the city. He also works in the restaurant, and I believe the food he does is the cheapest out of all of the restaurant Digimon, though there are about 5 in total. Yeah, just downwards leads to a Garulamon. We do not want to fight him yet. And just beyond that is the Misty Trees, though as things stand, you can't actually get through there because of all the fog and mist and everything, and all you do is end up going up in circles. In order to get through there, you have to go through the Gear Savannah, go to the Gecko Swamp, and then speak to the Shogun Gekomon, who will remove the fog so you can then actually get through the Misty Trees, and it will eventually lead to Toy Town. Yeah, let's play some curling. If you lose, it's not the end of the world, it's just a bit of an inconvenience, because then you have to capture a fish and come back. Because he'll give you one match for free. If you beat him, he'll join the city. If you don't beat him, he won't join the city until you do beat him. And then to go against him again, you have to bring him a fish. But I should be alright with this. My tactics are pretty simple. If I have a stone that has pegs, I use that first. If I don't, I start with the heaviest ones and gradually work my way down. The reason why I use the heavier ones is because the heavier they are, the harder they are to knock out of place. So it's going to be harder for him to knock my stones out of place if they're heavy. And also, lighter ones are better for knocking your opponent's stones out of place. So, yeah, if I save the light ones until the end, I can then, on my last go, like say, I don't know, knock some of his stones out of place. So you can see the stone managed to remain on the good bit. Had it been lighter, it probably would have got knocked off. I hope this isn't too powerful. Ah, that's good, it's there. Wait, if you get 10 points against him, you actually get a medal, though the chances of getting, 10 points on this go is very, very unlikely. Your best bet is to just get him to join the city, and then just repeatedly go against him until you get 10 points. Of course, you could try and get 10 points against Metal Mamamon, though that'll be a lot tougher. Well, that didn't accomplish much. Let's see, if I go there, I'll knock his stone onto the good spot. I don't want to do that. I know what I'll do. I want to get it as close to his stone as possible. Yeah, that way, if he tries to hit my stone, it'll just hit into his stone, and my stone should sort of stay on its spot. Right. If I just finish it there, I'll get myself a point and I'll win. And we win. Seriously, all you do in the city is play curling. It's not mandatory in any sort of way, it's quite good fun, and you get some nice items out of it from time to time, though it does cost you a fish each time. Right, let's do some trading. Yeah, basically, one of these Moldramons will join the city, and the one who will join the city is the last one who you do business with. What I mean by that is in order for them to join the city, one of them, you have to trade every single item with all of them. And if I give this Moldramon all the ones he wants, and then give the next Moldramon all the ones he wants, and then when I give the next Moldramon all the ones he wants, that Moldramon then joins the city, and I would recommend keeping this one here, because via this one you can get a hair grower, and you never know when you might want a Moldramon, but because hair grower makes you digivolve to Moldramon, and in case you randomly need him, you know, it's better to keep this one here, because then you can get yourself a Moldramon, and also you can get medium recoveries quite easily. Right, so I'm out of Digimushrooms, that's no problem. I can now go and trade with the others. So my advice is, keep that one here, do not make that one the one that goes to the city. And I'd also advise against making this one the one who joins the city. And I'd strongly recommend that you keep this one here, because he will trade medium HPs for super defense discs. You sell those for 2,000 bits. You know, this is a great way to get a massive cash injection. If you buy 99 medium recoveries, trade them all with the super defense disc, sell the super defense disc, you'll end up making a huge profit. And if you keep doing that over and over, you end up getting minted. So I'd advise against making that one the one who leaves. I would say that you should make this one the one who joins the city, and make this one the one who leaves, because he doesn't really have anything useful about him. I mean, autopilot, a rest, or a medicine, you know, that's not exactly exciting, is it? So, I'd suggest making this one the one who joins the city. Okay, I could do it with an autopilot. Right, yeah, for the benefit of being a bit wealthier, I'm going to trade all the medium HP recoveries I've got. And then sell them and make a profit. Well, I'll sell the super defense discs and make a profit. Right, so that's that done. 38 super defense discs, that will get me 76,000 bits, that will do nicely. Yeah, what to do now? I can't fight Miramon yet, because I can't get to him, because the boulder's in the way, and you need a champion in order to move the boulder. And Ogumon's only a rookie, so I'm out of luck there. I can fight Birdramon, but I think that's probably a bad idea at the moment. I could consider fighting Olgamon, but again, that could be a bad idea at the moment due to my stats. Move away, stupid Olgamon. What am I going to do here? He's going to run straight into me. If I try and feed Olgamon sighing, hopefully he'll move out the way. Move out the way, move out the way, move out the way, out the way, out, move, 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 move. Thank you. Yeah. I could try my chances at the Monochrome Shop, I suppose. Because, Agumon's only a few hours from wanting to sleep. So, you know, even if I foul, well, I mean, I probably will foul, but, when I'm done, Agumon will need to sleep. I can then save and sleep, and I can then just keep on trying until I succeed. You know, I can, after saving, I can try. If I foul, switch off, back on, try again. If I foul, switch off, back on, try again. At least that way I'm not wasting much time, because if you foul and then you just keep trying and you don't switch off and back on, you know, you could end up wasting 10 days and, you know, still not made any progress. Yeah, you got the lift here. If you go up, it leads to where Birdramon is. If you go down, it leads to Olgamon's hideout at a later stage. But as things stand, it won't go down because I think there's a rock blocking it or something. And in order to go down, you actually... Well, I'll show you. Olgamon spawns here the first time you beat him, and then he goes to his hideout place. And basically, here, you have to stand on the edge until the ground breaks, you fall down, and then you're at the bottom, and then you remove the rock from the lift. And then you can use it properly. And he needs the toilet. And the Digimon who told you about the invisible bridge, you have to speak to him in order to find out about Olgamon, and therefore in order for him to appear. As things stand, Olgamon won't appear. Talk to the Digimon who told you about the invisible bridge. He'll say about there being bandits, and then Olgamon will spawn here, and then you can fight him. Yeah, let me show you what happens. I'd like to move the rock now. Yeah, we go to a bit we've not yet been to before. And now we can just go back up. Of course, if you try and go to the hideout right now, you won't have any luck because there'll be an Agumon there. You can fight him, and even if you beat him, all he'll do is run inside and seal it off. I'll just hit up once. I don't want to go to the rooftops, that's where Birdmon is. Actually, I've decided what I'd like to do is I'd like to wait until Agumon needs to sleep. I'll then go right outside the Monochrome Shop and save and sleep, and I'll then start with his shop in the next part. And I don't know how many times I'll foul, but all I'll show you is the one successful attempt. And then after doing that, I'll try my hardest to give you tips on how to make this easier, because this is very difficult. Most of it depends on luck, but there are ways in which you can sort of make your own luck and make it a little bit easier. And I'll give you the necessary advice to give yourself the best chance at succeeding. But even so, odds are still against you because it is known for being a pain in the ass. Just aim for about 3,100, and I'll give you all the rest in the next part. It's just a case of waiting for Agumon to want to sleep. Let's see if there's any Digimushrooms over here. No. But he now needs to sleep. That is good. So this will be the end of the part. In the next part I'll be doing the Monochrome Shop. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next part.